In today's video, we'll go through a story of a poor boy named Von An, raised by a single mother, born in Guatemala, a country in Central America, who went on to create world's most valuable education company, which is worth 18 billion now. The name of the company is Duolingo and is the most downloaded education app in the whole world. You will be surprised to know that the annoying recaptcha you see while using internet was actually invented by this guy. We'll talk about how and when he invented it. But most importantly, we are going to talk about how Van On made Duolingo such a huge success. Certainly the most successful edtech startup in the whole world, with over 34 million daily users worldwide. Von An was born in Guatemala city of Guatemala, but his mother, who was a physician, had him when she was 42 and raised him on her own without a father. When he was 8 years old, he wanted Nintendo, but his mother gifted him a computer, and that's how he developed interest in science, technology, and computer, which was going to create a big impact on his life later on. He was really good at maths, and by the time he was 12 years old, he wanted to be a professor. He left Guatemala in 1996 and moved to United States to study mathematics at Duke University. Later on, he went on to pursue PhD at Carnegie Mellon University, and during his first year at that college, that changed the trajectory of his life and was going to change the trajectory of lives of millions of people. This was the year 2000. Von An attended a talk at Yahoo, and the Yahoo head scientist standing on the stage in front of hundreds of people, among which Von An were also present, stated 10 major problems that the company was facing and was not able to solve. At that time, Yahoo was the biggest internet company and they were offering free email accounts to people. But there were some notorious people who were using advanced malicious programs to acquire millions of email accounts, and the company didn't know how to stop them. That day after the talk, Von An went home and thought about the problem, and along with his PhD advisor, he came up with an idea of CAPTCHA, completely automated public Turing test. Putting it simple, a distorted character people will see online and will need to solve it to move to the next step, and by solving they are proving that they are not a robot. And that's how he solved the problem of Yahoo. He was only 21 years old when he gave the world CAPTCHA and became popular among Silicon Valley tech leaders. In 2005, Von completed his PhD, and soon after that, he got a call from Bill Gates. Gates and Von talked for more than 1.5 hours, and on that call, Gates mentioned that he wanted Von to lead a team at Microsoft Research Lab, but Von rejected that offer. Instead, he took a job at Carnegie Mellon University. He completed his PhD and became a computer science professor, which was his childhood ambition to become a professor. Just few weeks into this job, MacArthur Foundation awarded Von with $500,000 grant for his pioneering work in computer security. He used that money to create a second version of CAPTCHA, which is now popularly called reCAPTCHA. And after 4 years of creating reCAPTCHA, he sold that invention to Google for $25 million. In one of the interviews, he mentioned that after selling reCAPTCHA to Google, he bought Lamborghini, Tesla Model S, bought a 6-bedroom house with his then wife in Pittsburgh. By his early 30s, Von became a millionaire and was living his life. But he believed that he had more to give to the world, to the people of Guatemala where he was born. He was not satisfied even after earning millions, not with the money, but with the purpose. He wanted to create something bigger, more impactful, and meaningful. In 2009, Von and his PhD student, Severin Hacker, started working on an education project. They wanted to build a platform that would allow anyone, from anywhere, from any country, regardless of their socio-economic background, learn foreign languages for free. In an interview, he mentioned that in poor countries or developing countries, if you have money, you can buy a very good education. But if you don't have money, sometimes you don't even learn how to read and write. It was the same situation at the place where he was born, Guatemala City. His mother worked really hard and made a lot of sacrifices so that his son could get a great education. But many people who had a lot of potential could not even get a basic education because they didn't have money. And that made a big impression on him. And that's one of the defining reasons why he wanted to create a platform that would allow anyone from any country, no matter their socio-economic background, get a free education. Because education in general is a very big term. That's why they decided to be very specific and teach people foreign languages, especially English. Because learning a foreign language has potential to change lives, especially English. He also mentioned that if you look at the language learning in the world, there are 1.2 billion people who are learning foreign languages, and 2/3 of them are learning English. That is 800 million people on them. And primary reason why they're learning English to get a better job or a job at all. At least they could get a job at a restaurant, as a waiter, at a call center, or as a receptionist. But they're stuck because to learn a foreign language, especially English, you need to go to an expensive high school or a college, or you need to take a expensive course, but they can't because they don't have any money. So initially, no money led to no good education. No good education led to no job. No job led to no money. And millions of people are stuck in this cycle. And that's where Born and Hacker saw a business opportunity that no one was able to see, to serve these millions of people who are internally motivated to learn English, but they were not able to because of no money. And that's when the birth of Duolingo took place in 2012 with a mission to offer free language education to every person, regardless of their social economic background. Fast forward to 2025, Duolingo today offers 43 languages lessons, employs 850 people across cities, 34 million daily users worldwide, with annual revenue of $748 million, with valuation of $18 billion. And you might be wondering how on earth Duolingo has $748 million in revenue if they offer language learning for free. An answer to this question, an answer to how Duolingo become the world's most valuable education company is same. That is its freemium business model. So what is premium business model? Basically, Duolingo has two options when someone signs up. Option 1 is free use of app and complete access to learning languages with occasional ads at the end of the learning sessions. And option 2 is premium subscription to the app that would allow an ad-free experience, offline lessons, and ability to use Duolingo on multiple devices. Family plans. Users can access these additional features by paying premium to the app. In short, freemium allows anyone to learn foreign language for free with no limitation. But to access additional features, you need to pay. And that's how Duolingo makes their money. And very interesting thing is that most people from African nations like US, Canada pay for the premium subscription, while people from the poor countries or developing countries go for a free model. Thus this way, Duolingo can provide free education to underprivileged people, plus they can also earn. One and calls this subtle form of wealth distribution where wealthy users contribute to the education of less privileged learners. Second reason for the success of Duolingo is its user experience and gamification. Very early on, founders understood that the hardest thing about learning a language by yourself is staying motivated. So they spend a lot of time making Duolingo fun, incorporate gamifications to make learning entertaining. For example, streaks. Streaks are consecutive series of learning every day without a break. And if you break, it's not a streak. People are naturally motivated to maintain their streak. Thus, they use the app every day, even for a little bit. Thus, they form the habit of using Duolingo. And other gamification tricks like treasure chests, funny sentence translations, reminder notifications to students for continuing their study. Also using strong personalities like Duo, Greenall, Lily, Purple Hair Teen, Vikram, Guy with a Turban, reminding him to continue their classes. All these little tricks motivating students little by little every single day. So that was the story of Von and how he launched Duolingo, made it a global platform for foreign language learners across the world for free. Definitely we should not forget the contribution of his single mother who raised him alone, gifted him computer that made him interested in science and technology, worked hard to pay for his education, the contribution of his PhD advisor when building CAPTCHA for Yahoo, the role of his PhD student Serbian hacker when building Duolingo. I hope you found this video informative and see you in the next video.